Hi everybody, and welcome back to the October update, which by the time this is released, it should probably be called the November update. Anyways, here is my Millennium Magic Witchcraft, which for several weeks has been giving me some of the most coolest blooms I've ever gazed my eyes upon. But now it is completely spent and the orchid is going to dormancy. Right next to it is my LC Schilleriana, which has finally put out a new growth. Over to the next window, this Lysudamuloa hybrid Red Jewel is developing its newest growth nicely. I can see root development and the pseudobulb is gaining more mass. Next to it is my Psychopsis Mendenhall Hildos, which has shed its second bloom on this spike and has replaced it with a new bud. It is also developing this new growth, which I'm super excited about because new pseudobulbs represent opportunities for additional spikes for multiple blooms. My first ever Cattleya type orchid, the FDK After Dark Sunset Valley Orchid, is developing its spike nicely. It is interesting that at the base of the spike there are roots developing as well. Over to the next window is this NOID Cattleya with ever-reaching area roots, which I think has been growing due to the proximity of the humidifier. I guess it's falling humid air. Other than that, the pseudobulb is developing nicely. The next orchid feature is this Phalaenopsis equestris, which I'm sad to report is on its way out. It was doing really well within the last couple of weeks, but suddenly everything started turning yellow. I'm not really sure why. Moving on to happier news is the Aerangis luteo-alba variety rhodosticta that was recently mounted to the side of this clay pot. I got the idea from a member of the semi-waterculture Facebook group. On my grow shelves, we have this Miltassia putting out several new growths. Right in front of it is another orchid that was recently mounted. I'm not sure if it has been featured yet, but it is a Laelia flava, and it is lithophytic, meaning it lives on rocky surfaces. As you can see here, I've mounted it to the bottom of the clay pot. This mount was inspired by one of the videos from Brad's Greenhouse channel. Right next to it is a NOID mini Phalaenopsis that's in spike. There are 3 buds on it at the moment, with more to come, hopefully. Last time it bloomed with 9 buds, so I'm hoping it will produce more blooms this time. The next orchid is a NOID Stanhopea, which was purchased from a retired Orchid Society member. It's one of many divisions and it's doing really well. Another orchid that was purchased from the same person is this NOID bifoliate Cattleya. Nothing to note yet, but it was recently repotted. This one is also new, but was purchased some time back and hasn't been featured in any of my videos yet. It is an Aerangis distincta. I really like the foliage on this one. Almost looks like staghorn fern. On the lowest shelf is another new one from that retired Orchid Society member. This one did come with a tag, and it is a BLC Dan O'Neil, which is supposed to have these solid orange-red blooms. It is currently developing a new growth. It is also currently in sheath as well. My Phalaenopsis Kaoda Twinkle from my Hazardman Orchid haul has opened some of its buds. Here are some close-up of the beautiful blooms. And then finally, my Oncidium Sharry baby is in full bloom now, and it smells just as great as the mother plant it came from. And that will conclude this October update. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.